Hi, my name is Shakli. I'd like to welcome you to Microsoft Excel 2016 training. The title of this video is Imputing Data Part 2. In my last training, in my last video, Imputing Data Part 1, I showed you a couple of concepts. I showed you how Excel actually interprets data, how Excel views data. It views it as a label and also as value. Label means text and value means numeric value, numeric numbers. So I illustrated a concept. I talked about concept of autocomplete, autofill, and flash fill. Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to demonstrate to you how you can actually impute data in Excel spreadsheet, real life, so to speak, and I'm going to show you how you can actually save your data in different file formats, and also how you can auto recover your lost data. Probably you're working on a particular worksheet, and all of a sudden your system got crashed or something, or you mistakenly close the workbook without saving it. Where do you recover? How do you auto recover it or recover the particular workbook you're actually working on? So enough talking. Let's go straight into the business of the day. So what I want to show you is I want to show you how you can actually create a simple workbook, a simple file workbook that you can actually work with in Excel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a name, address, phone number, age, and date of birth. Okay, so one of the things about it is that now if you look at this particular this is what we call, this is a row and this is a column. Okay, so please don't forget that this is the column and this is a row. So if you look at this now, you see that if you look at this phone number, you realize that it's not displaying the full label that I have in that particular cell. So how do I ensure that I can view the label? So you see there's a line here. This line is called width. Every cell has a width, value. So I can actually stretch it. Okay, if you look at it, you see that the width has increased to 13.67. okay, automatically it's always at 8.5 by default. You see, it's always at 8.5 by default. So another way is double click on it. It's going to ensure that it aligns it to the content you have in that particular cell. The same thing for he. So this is what we call column A1. If you look at it from the name box, this is column A, row 1, column B, row 1, column C, row 1, column D, row 1, and all that. So now I'm going to put some names, and I'm going to use that to quickly illustrate autocomplete for you. So look, I'm doing Femi Ade as the first name. No, the second name is, now autocomplete, what it does is it's going to complete a particular cell based on the previous information you have under the cell. So if I do F here, you see it's going to you see what I have there is the same as what I have on my row 2. So I'm not going to, if what I wanted to write was that same Femi I did, then I would just use my arrow key. You see that it's complete, but because that's not what I want to do, I double click on this particular cell so my cursor could appear and I can actually edit it from that cell. Yeah, so I use Femi Bade, I do enter, it takes me to the next cell. I do my name, Shia Kilude. I do another person, Olufumi Layo Akilide. Actually, that's my wife's name. Another person, let me do Kamba. Oh, well, that's one of my friends too. So like I said, to ensure that the text aligns with the cell, I just double click on it here. Okay, you see that it's aligned, and so I don't have to stretch it. So let me just quickly do a demo. Address 12. So you can actually use any data you want to use. The concept is just for you to understand what I'm trying to illustrate. Birth Street, Mohammed Road, Oregon, Kecha. Okay, 55 Allen Road. Okay, so these are just temporary. These are just demo addresses. So you see I did the same thing here. So for the phone number, so this brings us to Excel is going to view this as a numeric value. Okay, it's going to see it as a value. So like I said, Excel views text that's called label. It aligns the text in the left hand side, while phone numbers are while numeric values are aligned on the right hand side. So for this number, if I'm going to do 080324, like I said, these are not real numbers. It's going to remove the first 0 digits, the first 0 number, the first letter, the first number. Sorry, it's going to remove and it's going to align it to the right. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm not going to do that because that is not a 0. Okay, if it was a 0, we would have done that. But let me just put 0 there. You see, it removes the 0. These are just demo numbers, so don't mind how the numbers look. It's just to demonstrate the concept I'm trying to illustrate. Okay, so that's now for the age. I'm going to use this to explain the autocomplete. Now I do age 25. Another one is 35. Okay, now the difference between this number is 10. Now if I want to do an autocomplete, I can do an autocomplete, an autofill that would actually work with the margin that I have. So to do that, I just select this cell, I hold the shift key and I press the down key. You see, that's copied both of them and I drag it down. You see that it's working based on the series. You see that this 25, this 35, this 25, so it's based on the series of 10. So if I click on this filler, you see I can fill based on series. Okay, I can fill only the format only. If I applied any format on this, it's going to apply it to those cells that I copied. Then if I want to fill without formatting, then if I want to do a flash fill is just going to ensure that it picks one of the content here and apply it there. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to do fill series. It's going to do my first. So for the date of birth, like I said, Excel views date of birth in two formats, in 21st century and 20th century. 21st century starts from 1 to 29, while the first one is 21st, second one is 20. So while 20th century starts from 30 to 99. So if I do let's say 12 to 16, that's 2016. See, if I do 23 8 19, that's 2019. Yes. Now if I do 23 10 56, that's 1956. You get the logic now. I can also do my my flash fill here too. I just drag it down here. Okay, and I can change it. Looking at this, I can fill based on days, I can fill based on weekdays. You see, I can fill based in years. You see that years has changed. I can fill based if I just do a flash fill, it's going to do based on that. It's going to copy it the way it is for me. So let me use fill years to differentiate what I was doing. So that's it about that. That's how you actually create a sample document or a sample content in your Excel spreadsheet. So I've actually created that. So I can actually do a couple of alignments. If I want to align to the center, align to the center. If I want to bold it, bold it. You know, I know that. So I'm not going to go deep into that because this video is not meant to demonstrate that. So now that we've done this, I actually want to save this file. Now Excel save is workbook in XLSX. That's this is the format XLSX. That's the format for Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so if I want to save it, I can do it in two ways. I can do Ctrl S to save. Okay, so it's going to show me the location. This is the backstage. It's going to show me the location which location do I want to input. I can say, okay, I want to browse my computer and look for a particular location. Let's say I want to do my document. So let's do document. So this is where you can actually rename your Excel sheet. So I do sample company data. Okay, so save it as that. So if you look at this save type, I'm saving it as Excel workbook. These are all the format that you can save Excel. But let's just stick to this workbook first. And in my next, I'm going to show you shortly how you can save a particular workbook in different formats. So I've saved it here as my document. So if you notice, you see that the name has changed from book 1 to company, sample company data, .xlss format. So that's been done. So if I want to save it as Let's say I want to save it as another format. Let's use PDF for example. Like another way, I can click on this file here and go to my save as. Okay, when I click on save as, which location I want to do my document, or I browse, or I had a place. If I had a place, means that I want to save it on the cloud. Okay, I'm not doing that. So I want to save it. If I want to save it on this PC, I click on this PC. If I want to go to a special location, so I click on browse. So I'm in my document, so I want to save the file as PDF. So these are other file types that you can save it as. So I'll do PDF. So I do a standard publishing. These are just different formats that you can actually do. So you can actually say you only want to export only pages 1 of the spreadsheet. Okay, so but because we're not doing that, we're only exporting that. So all you want to do a selection, or let's say you have a table in that particular spreadsheet and you want to ensure that you have only the table, or you want to do a selection, you want to publish the entire workbook. Okay, we're only working with the active sheets, so we do okay. So you do save. So it's going to save it as a PDF file. Okay, it's going to export that space. So this is how it looks like. Okay, while I export it in Excel. So but because I didn't add the grid lines, so that's why you're not seeing the grid lines that you usually see in Excel spreadsheet. But this is exactly how it really looks like when you export it, when you save a particular file as a PDF and all that. Let's try another one. Let's try save as let's say text file. Save as documents, text file. This is a text file. Okay, so I save as a text file on document and then to save. Okay, select the doesn't support multiple sheets. Okay, so click OK. Okay, yes. Okay, so I've saved it as a text file. So if I want to open it now, I can do my Windows R and then do my notepad. I want to open it with notepad. Let's quickly show you. Let me just quickly navigate to my location. You see, it's here, sample data that is saved as text file. You see how it looks like. You see, it's going to save it as this. So this is how it looks like when it comes to Excel spreadsheet. So the address, so it's not properly formatted, but this is how it looks like. Okay, so that's about that. So the second thing I said that I wanted to show you how you can actually auto recover a lost file. Now, assuming that while I was working, I automatically closed this, but I've actually saved this, so that won't apply. But so if I close this, because automatically by default, Excel gives it 10 minutes for if you're working a particular time and you don't save it in the next 10 minutes. Excel automatically save it to a default location. So let's say you're working a particular worksheet and you didn't save it after 10 minutes, and by mistake you close the worksheet. You can also actually auto recover that particular file, and I'm going to show you where you could do that. So if you're doing that, let's assume that this is a blank worksheet. You click on your file, you click on manage workbook. Okay, you see auto save. So you browse to recent folder. So it's going to show you the auto save. Okay, so it's going to save it in that particular this is the folder it's going to save it in, and you can actually pick it up from there. But since I didn't set it, but I can also show you how you can actually change the settings for that. So you click on options, you go to save, and here you go, save auto recover information every 10 minutes. You can change it to 5 minutes depending on the volume of work you're working on, and you can change the location. Let's say you have a particular you created a folder in your desktop, and you can actually navigate it through and save the path in this particular folder. So whenever you want to auto recover a particular file, it's going to take you back to that particular. It's going to take you to this folder to pick up your auto recovery Excel worksheet. So I want to thank you very much for viewing this video. I hope that in this video I'll be able to show you, illustrate the concept, and then you have peradventure maybe there's one or two things that you don't understand or you want to ask. Just drop a comment for me on my video channel, Sheyakilude, and I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you very much for viewing this video, and I hope to see you in my next class.